Hello and welcome back to the lesson. The subject is corporate governance and ethics. In our today's lesson, we are going to study the pillars of good corporate governance. These pillars are the principles of good corporate governance, and it's important for us to understand that good corporate governance is built on several key pillars or principles that ensure the efficient, ethical, and accountable management of an organization. And the pillars are crucial for fostering trust, transparency, and sustainability within a company. In this lesson, we'll study the pillars or principles of good corporate governance. The first pillar is accountability. Accountability is one of the pillars, and accountability ensures that a company's leadership, including the board of directors and the management, is answerable to shareholders and other stakeholders. It involves clear delineation of roles and responsibilities, uh, including mechanisms to hold individuals responsible for their actions and decisions. And that promotes responsible management and oversight. So, accountability ensures that the management is answerable to the stakeholders, is answerable to the shareholders. That is one pillar. Because where managers know that they will be expected to give an account of their actions, then that promotes responsible management and oversight. Accountability. The second pillar of good corporate governance is transparency. 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 Transparency involves the clear, accurate, and timely disclosure of information. Disclosure of information about the company's activities, about the company's financial performance and governance practices. Do you understand? Being transparent means that the management should disclose information accurately and timely. Clearly, accurate, and timely disclosure of information about the company's activities, about the company's financial performance, and also the company's governance practices. And transparent operations enable the stakeholders to make informed decisions, and it helps them build trust in the company's management. So the directors are expected or required to be transparent. That is a pillar. To disclose, meaning to disclose information accurately and clearly and in a timely manner. Transparency. The third pillar is fairness. Fairness. Fairness ensures equitable treatment of all the stakeholders. Equitable treatment of all the stakeholders is what we are referring to as fairness. And these stakeholders include the employees, the shareholders, the members of the public, suppliers, minority shareholders, and so on. Now, fairness candidates also involves protecting the rights of shareholders, especially the minority shareholders, and also ensuring just practices in all dealings. When that happens, then we can say that fairness can foster trust and loyalty among the stakeholders. Being fair. not being discriminatory or treating stakeholders justly while others are treated unjustly. No, there ought to be equitable treatment of all the stakeholders. Being fair is a pillar of good corporate governance. 4, responsibility. Responsibility. Now, responsibility means that the company's leadership is committed to managing the company's affairs in a sustainable and ethical manner. And that includes adherence to laws, adherence to regulations, adherence to ethical standards, and consideration of the long-term impacts of their decisions on the environment and also on the society. That's why corporate social responsibility initiatives are key aspect of this pillar. This is where you have the CSR, corporate social responsibility is part of the responsibility pillar. Responsibility. The company should be committed to managing the leadership should be committed to managing the company in an ethical and sustainable manner. Number 5, independence. Independence. Now, independence is all about having a board of directors that includes the members who are independent of management. And independent directors can provide unbiased oversight and critical judgment. They should be free from any conflicts of interest and so on. And that strengthens the board's ability to effectively monitor management and make objective decisions. So good corporate governance requires the board to have independent directors who are capable of providing objective view, who are capable of providing objective view of the state of affairs. These are directors who are independent of the shareholders and independent of the management. These are individuals who are free to provide insights that the rest of the shareholders or the rest of the directors may not. So this is a key pillar of good corporate governance. Independence is about having a board of directors that includes members who are independent of management and independent of the shareholders, because they provide unbiased oversight, they provide critical judgment free from conflicts of interest. Independence. 6, integrity. Now, integrity underpins all the other pillars and involves maintaining honesty, ethical behavior, and adherence to moral principles in all company operations. And a culture of integrity ensures that the company's values and principles are consistently upheld, fostering trust and confidence among the stakeholders. 7, stewardship is yet another pillar of good corporate governance. Stewardship refers to the careful and responsible management of the company's resources. It involves protecting and growing the company's assets in a manner that aligns with the interests of the shareholders and other stakeholders. Being a steward, the managers are required to be stewards, good managers. It focuses on long-term value creation and sustainability rather than the short-term gains. Stewardship is a pillar of good corporate governance. So these are 7 pillars. We have other subsidiary pillars like compliance. Now, compliance ensures that the company adheres to all relevant laws, regulations, and standards, and that includes the financial regulations, the financial standards, environmental regulations, labor laws, and any other industry-specific regulations. So a robust compliance framework helps prevent legal issues and enhances the company's reputation. Compliance. So these are 7 plus 1 pillars of good corporate governance. 1, accountability. 2, transparency. 3, fairness. 4, responsibility. 5, independence. 6, integrity. 7, stewardship and compliance. Now, these pillars, candidates, form the foundation of good corporate governance. And by adhering to these pillars or principles, companies can create a framework that promotes ethical behavior, accountability, sustainable practices, leading to long-term success and stability. And good corporate governance does not only benefit the company, but also contributes positively to the broader economy and the broader society. So that is the end of the lesson. Here is your today's assignment. Question 1, what are the main pillars that support good corporate governance? Number 2, how do transparency and accountability contribute to effective corporate governance? Number 3, in what ways does stakeholder engagement strengthen corporate governance practices? Number 4, explain the role of fairness and equity in maintaining good corporate governance. Good corporate governance. Then lastly, we can write, how can a company's commitment to responsibility and sustainability contribute to its long-term success? Thank you for attending the lesson. Bye-bye.